Okay. Hi, my name is Julio Turcios. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about ventilation. So this is Mike, Roger, and Tyler, and they're in my audience. This is my flashcard. I wrote in the back too. So my sources are Fire Rescue One and Fire Engineering. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about vertical ventilation, all sorts of ventilation. So why do we ventilate in the first place? So when there's a fire in your house, there's superheated gases, and they pressurize your entire home with smoke, heat, and fuel. And so all that stuff, by the time we get there, needs somewhere to go. So places where it could go why we would do ventilation. So we would either cut a hole in the roof, or we would do horizontal ventilation, which is controlling the flow paths using a PPV fan. So the reason of the speech is for ventilation, and the reason I'm going to explain it to you guys is so whenever you guys see firefighters out on top of your roof of your house while it's burning, you wonder why they're there. Now you know what they're going to be, what they're actually accomplishing, and why they're also putting fans in front of your house. Credibility. So I've been a firefighter for 5 years. We've trained on this tactic before, and that's pretty much my credibility. So by the end of this speech, hopefully I'll be able to give you a better understanding of why we do ventilation and why it actually matters. So vertical ventilation. So when we do vertical ventilation, as you can see up here, these firefighters are about to perform vertical ventilation. They got up there on their ladder. It's a crew of 4. There's a captain and 3 firefighters. So they got about 2 saws, a hook, and the captain. So generally, the captain would get off of that ladder first. He would sound the roof for his firefighters, make sure that the whole roof is sound before he lets anybody on it. He's kind of in charge of the whole operation. We have 2 firefighters with saws or sawyers. They're going to cut inspection holes in coordination with the attack team, so that they don't make conditions even more dangerous for the firefighters inside while they do that. So during vertical ventilation, they will cut inspection holes. So they might cut a series of 2 or 3, and then on the 3rd one, you'll see smoke. That's where they'll start their whole cut. They're going to cut a 4x8 rectangular hole in the roof, and then with their hook, they're going to push the drywall and everything down so that the fire can come all the way up and breathe. So while that's going on, they're going to be in coordination with the attack team. The attack team interior should feel a relief from all the heat and smoke. So that's vertical ventilation. If it's done properly, the attack team on the inside will be like, hey, the radio in, be like, command, that worked, we found the fire, conditions are better for us inside. Horizontal ventilation, basically, they're going to go inside, they're going to control the flow path of the whole home. This is something that you're going to do at the beginning of your the fire stage growth. If you can't really find it, make sure all the windows are intact of the home. Make sure you can get inside. Make sure as many doors are closed, and then you can set up your PPV fan. Your PPV fan is a positive pressure ventilation fan, and it's going to cover about 90% of your door. It's going to leave about 10% at the top for an exhaust. You're going to turn it on, and it's going to push all the smoke, and then basically your firefighters can go inside, and then they can put it out that way. They can follow it in and make a quick attack. Situations when you wouldn't ventilate are basically there's a fire on the outside of your house, like an awning, or there's a fire in your neighbor's house, and that extended onto your house, and now the side of your house is on fire. We don't need to ventilate for that. We can just go in there and put it all out from the outside. Another situation is that you would also, if the roof had already ventilated itself, then you wouldn't do that anymore because it already did it. The roof is compromised, and there's no reason for you to continue. Another reason is that there's a room and contents fire, and at the room and contents fire, it would be so small you would not need to ventilate or do anything. So you just go in there and put it out by yourself. So I hope this was able to give you a good overview on ventilation and what firefighters are doing whenever they're inside of your house fighting fire. Thank you.